Hello students of Standard 7. Welcome to DAV Moil Public School. I am your English teacher Jagruti Meshra. Let's begin our today's online session of English. Today we will continue with the same unit, relationship. In this we will study today nurturing friendship. Hello students of Standard 8. Welcome to DAV Mall Public School. I am your English teacher Jagruti Mishra. Let's begin our today's online session of English. Today we will continue with the same topic of your English literature, the case of a sharp-eyed jeweler. Before proceeding further, let us quickly recapitulate what we studied in our previous session. It is a story written by Nicholas Bentley, and the narrator of the story is William Morris, whose hobby is to study crimes and criminals. He thinks his hobby as out of ordinary and unique, as usually people do not have such hobbies and it's unusual. His hobby requires keen observation of people, activities, and common sense should be used to the full length. Narrator is a jeweler assistant. He displays antique rings to an American customers and after a while the ring is found missing. Let us see what happens to the ring. Now let us continue the story. William Morris asks the American about the ring. American then says that his wife will choose the ring and they all start searching the ring. Mr. Reginer, the owner, also joins to search the ring. Then Miss Susskind, another assistant, says that she thinks that it ought to look in the turn-ups of American man trousers. But American man face turned redder. William Morris noticed the American had stopped chewing the chewing gum. The American bent down and felt round his turn-ups and there was nothing there. Mr. Reginer said to American, "We do not suspect you, but we had to report the matter to the insurance company that we had done a thorough search." So, Mr. Reginer takes the American in his office and searches his clothes, but he found nothing. While this was happening, the same woman whom William Morris saw in the morning outside the shop came in. Her handbag was expensive kind, but it was old and worn and was very shabby. The same was true of her clothes. Clearly, she had been well off once, but now she was living in poverty. She had not come here to buy anything. More likely, she had come with something to sell. She put her handbag down on the counter and, taking a little packet out of it, she put that down beside her bag and she used her left hand to do it. But strangely enough, she had not shown herself left-handed in anything that she had done before. She brought a piece of cheap jewellery of filigree brooch with an imitation turquoise stone in a packet for repairing. But everybody knows that Reginers don't repair. She says thank you and by accidentally the packet fell to the floor on the side of William Morris. It was not by accident but it was a cunning trick. When William Morris bent down, all the facts suddenly came together in his head. He wrapped the brooch in the paper and handed it to her. The lady turned and began to leave the shop. William Morris said, "One moment, ma'am," but she pretended that she hadn't heard and walked towards the door. William Morris again warned the lady, "If she doesn't stop, he will press the alarm and door will be closed." The lady stopped, but she did not look around. William went to the lady and said kindly, "Hand him the right ring," which he has left in the left hand pocket of her coat, or otherwise Miss Susskind will press the alarm. The lady looked deathly pale and frightened, and gave the flower ring and ran out of the shop as if the place was on fire. It was then Mr. Reginer came out from his office with the American, whose face was big green with satisfaction. William Morris showed the ring. Mr. Reginer was surprised and was thankful. When American saw the ring, he also ran from the shop like a shot from a gun. Mr. Reginer was surprised what was happening. Then William Morris told all the incident, that the American and the lady were the partners in the theft. The American had sticked the ring with his chewing gum under the counter, and the lady took out the ring from the counter when she dropped the packet so that I can bend. It was a cunning trick. Mr. Reginer was angry at the attempted theft and most grateful to William Morris. So, dear students, here we end this story. Dear students, here are some exercises for you to solve. Each statement given below contains a word or phrase which makes it false. Underline the word or phrase and rewrite the correct statement in the space provided. Answer the following questions in about 30 words each. William Morris noticed certain things about the American and the young lady that put them under suspicion and finally helped him in solving the mystery of the missing ring. Complete the web chart below by filling the blurbs, the observations that the narrator made about the two. On the basis of your reading of the story, complete the flowchart by filling in the correct sequence of events. Dear students, here are some questions of thoughts for you. Dear students, here are some questions of life skills, values and writing skills for you. Here we end our today's session. Have a nice day. Thank you.